When putting together a quality home theater, the goal is always the same: clarity. Clarity in sound and clarity in picture. As people move to high-definition TVs, making sure you've got proper cabling is more important than ever. To achieve the best picture quality, it's important to use the highest quality connectors. The use of certified HDMI cables is a vital part of any home theater setup. Let's quickly review what HDMI is and why we need it. HDMI stands for High Definition Multimedia Interface. It's a single cable that carries both your video and audio in an uncompressed digital format. HDMI also incorporates the latest HDCP digital copy protection, which is required to get the best quality out of your Blu-ray player and your gaming console. So you've now got a single digital cable that replaces 5 or more analog cables. And because it's all digital, you're not losing any quality by converting the signal from digital to analog and back. It also has CEC, or Consumer Electronics Control Channel, built right in, which means your devices can speak to each other and optimize their settings automatically. So there's no need for entering complicated settings menus. It's truly one cable for everything. Recently, a new set of HDMI guidelines was released. Version 1.4 of the HDMI spec introduces a number of improvements. The introduction of the Ethernet channel, the audio return channel, 3D support for resolutions up to 4K, real-time signal optimization for content type, additional color spaces, and the introduction of HDMI micro connectors for portable devices. So let's take a look at each of these improvements in a little bit more detail. The Ethernet channel adds a data stream along with your audio and video signals. This eliminates the need for a separate Ethernet cable between your devices. Where before you may have had HDMI cables carrying audio and video from your devices to your TV, and separate Ethernet cables connecting each device to your router, you can now simply connect one device to your router. This allows the HDMI cables to connect all of your HDMI 1.4 devices to the internet, meaning you can now surf the web from your couch without the tangle of cables. The audio return channel feature. This eliminates the need for an extra analog audio cable from a television monitor back to the receiver. Less cables, better sound. HDMI 1.4 introduces support for a number of current and future technologies. The latest spec fully supports 3D formats when connected to 3D devices, meaning you're always ready to upgrade. Want to buy a new 3D TV? No problem. It also future-proofs your system with full support for resolutions all the way up to 4K. HDMI 1.4 also adds additional color spaces, meaning your TV will now display images from your camcorder or digital camera exactly as they were intended to be seen. It also has real-time signaling, which allows your display devices to easily detect the best possible resolution to display your content, making sure you always see the best looking image possible. There are now 5 types of HDMI cable, and they each come specially packaged with identifying logos to help consumers easily understand and identify them. They are standard HDMI cables, standard HDMI with Ethernet, standard automotive HDMI, high-speed HDMI, and high-speed HDMI with Ethernet. Energy only produces premium high-speed HDMI and high-speed HDMI with Ethernet cables. Energy cables can be broken down into 3 lines: Energy Performance, Energy Flat Panel Series, and Energy Connoisseur. So let's take a look at what makes Energy cables so amazing. Gold-plated connectors resist corrosion and ensure that the optimum signal quality is being transferred to your screen. Oxygen-free cables mean a more reliable signal path, which is never a bad thing. High-quality shielding maximizes EMI and RFI noise rejection, meaning there's less noise and static to get in the way of your HD image. Ever had difficulty plugging in that cable in a tight space? The new connectors are 30% smaller and easier to install. Our cables are available as low-profile flat cables, making them easier to run under carpets or behind furniture. An FT4 fire rating permits our in-wall certified cables to be installed in-wall, giving you a slick installation without sacrificing quality or safety. More flexible cables are easier to install and control, Energy cables are guaranteed to work with all current 60, 120, 240 Hz LCDs and LED TVs, as well as plasma 600 and more recent 720 Hz TVs. All our cables support the full range of 3D formats. All Energy packages feature a new unique snap blister design and are fully recyclable, reducing waste. All of our cables are manufactured in a licensed HDMI factory, ensuring all of our Energy cables are HDMI 1.4 compatible. The Energy Performance Series cables are certified high-speed HDMI cables, and they feature high-density multi-shielding and provide all the high quality you expect from Energy. They include precision-machined, corrosion-resistant 24-karat gold connectors and feature support for all the latest digital formats. Performance Series cables now come with smaller, low-profile tips. The cables are available in a variety of formats and lengths up to 10 meters. This is the best cable for customers who are looking to get the highest quality cable, providing you with the best possible value for your money. The Energy Flat Panel Series cables are also certified high-speed HDMI cables and add to the already high quality of the Performance Series by adding Armor Flex protective sheaths, guarding your cables from nicks and cuts, triple shielding to ensure maximum noise rejection. Flat Panel Series cables add a peace of mind by providing support for future HD resolutions and formats all the way up to 4K. Flat Panel Series cables are available with a variety of connectors and lengths from 1 to 4 meters. These cables are ideal for someone who wants to make sure they're covered for future technologies like 3D and 4K, and who wants to invest in a long-lasting cable. Now, Energy Connoisseur is our signature line of cables. They feature the highest certification available from HDMI and feature Energy's best signal path with silver-plated copper conductors, as well as qualifying as the highest level of HDMI 1.4 cables by including the Ethernet channel. These cables are available as both flat and traditional round cables in lengths up to 10 meters. The Connoisseur series is ideal for someone looking for the best possible picture and sound, who wants to minimize the clutter from separate Ethernet cables, and won't make any sacrifices with their home theater. Energy HDMI cables are all about making sure you get the best picture quality from your home theater. It's really all about clarity. Performance Series cables provide Energy's high-quality 24-karat gold low-profile connectors, high-quality cable, and 1080p support. The Flat Panel Series builds on this with the addition of Armor Flex sheathing, in-wall certification, and support for resolutions up to 4K. The Connoisseur Series adds silver-plated copper conductors and support for the Ethernet channel. When buying cables for your home theater, you want to make sure you get the best possible picture and sound. Energy HDMI 1.4 certified cables will provide you with the highest quality signal and give you peace of mind knowing that you're protected by future-proof support for all future formats and resolutions. All Energy cables come with an unbeatable lifetime warranty.